granted, folks are bringing their ice chest, this is Wilson County, Texas, you know, the ice chest in the back of the pickup is kind of an institution. We're not, you know, that's,
No, but I'm gonna get one of those, Yetis. I hear that's the one to get.
well, nevertheless, but if we're involved in any, or if we are, you know, aware of alcoholic beverages being consumed on the property, we should definitely, require.
We added I mean, it doesn't really, I mean, it helps sometimes, but we added that force majeure clause down the bottom of that page. Certainly doesn't get us out of certain things, but, you know, an act of God experience, the building got struck by lightning, tornado came, you know, whatever.
I think we all found out it can happen.
Exactly.
The hard way.
Who would have thought?
Let's see, there was one section, that I personally, we had discussed it, but I hadn't discussed it with the board, that I did think city council might retain, some authority here, and it regards 1903, maybe Mr. Attorney, you can weigh in on that, section 1903 on page 10. Flat fee and consideration of permitting the sale, is that permitting as in us allowing them, because I wrote this, are we actually, I wrote this, and
Where is that?
I wrote it based upon, I think these people have to get some type of permit if they're going to be selling food in here. I don't know, is that the case?
Normally, if anybody is selling food or whatever, they have their permit and their food permit or
I thought it was something to do with health and safety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wilson County does their health inspections. And so, you know, when you're doing vendors, no different if somebody's vending or something like that, it's required that you have proof that you have that. And so, that is a fee that I have to pay the county, and so I pass it on. It's a mystery fee. So if they can prove, and it's a certificate, you can, I think
They
the
just
girls
bring a
have-
certificate.
if they can show that they have the food handler license, it's fine.
Like Snogus brings me their little certificate.
Do you have
or
a
whatever.
list of people that you deal with that are covered?
You just go online and take this like quiz, and you have to make sure you do, but somebody has to have had the certificate. And I ran into it with the Girl Scouts, and the Girl Scouts, they were like, oh, we did that. I'm like, you can't sell whatever you're gonna sell, because they're cooking and handling food until somebody who's here has to have one. Somebody on site.
And most of the caterers that come, they'll show me their
Okay,
food
yeah, that's what I
permit.
thought.
Are there
Yes.
those permits?
It's a fee, but the
There
city
is.
doesn't, yes,
Okay.
but the city doesn't pay the fee. So if you want to change your language to say that you have to have proof of a food handling permit.
Yeah, and that's what,
Because the city doesn't issue it, the state does.
like the peanut festival, all the booths, I used to take care of all that, and that they would have to go to the inspection there at the courthouse and get their
Yeah.
food
And,
handlers.
and because it's a city, I mean, we come by and we'll check the kitchen, and they just check my kitchen, but because it's like a temporary kitchen all the time, you know, it's a food handler is what we need. So the permitting would be food handling that they get from, is it the state?
You get online.
Department of Health. But I thought they
They have a
go
county
through the
office.
county's office.
Right.
The county office.
It used to be Mr. Edwin Baker that used to do that,
He's still
and I don't
doing
know, is he still?
Yeah.
Because that's who I used to work with.
So they're just proofing of the food handling.
So that's what you're nailed down to, this 1803, you were proof of,
1903. Well, Tony, was that, because man, we talked about a lot that day, is that what, that was the intention of this paragraph, or was it just literally, we can charge you a fee to let you sell food?
I think that's
Is that what the, because
That's-
I got it
We
when I reviewed
could
my.
charge you a fee if we, because that's been in there since
Okay.
before this.
So we
It's always
could
been.
do it, if cater or whatever, if you're serving food, you have to have proof of your food handling permit fee.
Okay.
And then, now we get back into the
Possible
receipts,
fee.
and now you're gonna charge my mama to use that kitchen.
But that's, it's always been in there, it's just.
Okay, so
we've never-
1903 is for, it does, I can change that, because this is where I was confused. And when I wrote this, I didn't know what it was. But I forgot how we talked
And
about it.
and it's one of those
What
things
we
that,
talked about.
and it's one of those things that, it's good to have like merchandise, okay. I have some potential promoters that have been meeting with me about possibly putting on events here, big dances where they bring, 2,000 people would be dancing in here. And those big bands sell merchandise. And they are used to paying the house 15% of whatever they sell in merchandise. So that covers us. If we're gonna have a big old dance, they're gonna sell, could be $8,000.
Well, then I do think, my concern was that the board couldn't approve the flat fee, but yes, if it's just related to transactions occurring within the facility, that is something you guys run, that's y'all's domain. I'll put a 1904 on it that addresses the food handling permit, that they have to provide proof of it. And that'll be an easy fix.
Cool.
Okay.
So that doesn't prevent us from approving this today.
No, you can prevent it, I mean, it's subject to modification
Use
from time to
almost the
time.
same words.
Yeah.
I'll just make that quick change. Other than that, the insurance provisions remain the same. A lot of this is some heavy-duty insurance required, but it's required of our profit events by carnivals and stuff like that. I mean, it could be high risk. The main one that I think could be used would be 2602, where we'll waive the requirements of the insurance for our smaller events, quinceañeras and stuff like that. I added an appeals section. If people are upset with the decisions made by facility and events manager or their staff, they can petition the city manager's office by filing a written request within 10 days to have the decision reviewed. The city manager is an ultimate arbiter. She can be the ultimate, make that ultimate decision.
I heard dealing with her is really something.
I don't think that's
Nobody
something
wants to
that
do
the city
that.
council or the board really
City manager.
Oh, I know.
has to be trouble
That's why I
with.
send them all to you.
And then I added the force majeure because Tony wanted to.
Yeah, from our
I don't-
past
do you have a problem
experience.
with that? I don't.
And I also added.
I think it needs to be there.
Okay. And I also added a map of the facility. I'd like to get a better map that has the entire property, but that's it. Gentlemen, that concludes my brief on the event center. What are your questions?
So every time somebody comes to do a contract, I have to go over all of this with
We
them,
go,
okay?
Well, this is incorporated into the contract.
Yeah, and that's fine, I don't
As
have
far
a
as going
problem.
over it, I don't know if you want to go.
you could give them.
Well,
You
a
said
lot
that
of
is yours
time,
and all
I
of
know,
that
but a
is
lot of
yours.
times, a lot of people don't read that.
Right, and that's why we had that event.
They don't even
form,
read their
because
contract.
It gives you those heads up, so, oh, they're doing that.
I
So
mean, and you may want to get on the highlights of, no liquor, no balloons,
yeah.
Well, that's what I normally do, when somebody comes in and does a contract, I'll say, okay, these are your do's and don'ts. Now, if you have any questions on any other things, highlight them, call me.
The license agreement covers the biggies.
Yes.
And it has the no.
Is there a
the new
place
one
where
that
they would-
has No,
Sorry.
no.
BYOs.
So is she saying, is there a place that they can
That's-
sign?
that's-
That's what I was just gonna say.
I
Maybe why we'll read
think,
it.
I think, well, there's other, big considerations. One thing that he pointed out that I never would have thought of in a million years, guys, was right there on section 18, page 10. He insisted I put it in bold. No extra cooking devices shall be brought into or upon the premises. Because apparently folks will bring crock pots and plug them into every outlet and pop all the circuits.
Right.
Who would have thought of that?
Because we don't have enough energy in this building, the way that all the lines are set up. We really need a generator. And so until we get that,
And
From a
that
fire
stresses me out
hazard
because I have to be
Terrible idea.
turning on circuits, going to all the boxes and everything and
You
trying
ought to hire Joe to do a survey of all that crap.
It reminded me
Well,
of when you was
Saturday
out,
we
you couldn't
had
bring a hot
problems
plate.
with the coffee pots. Saturday, we were trying to plug in 3 or 4 coffee pots and we were having problems with just 3 or 4 coffee pots.
That's not
Joe, there you go.
when they check.
Gentlemen, that concludes my
Okay,
brief.
Okay.
good job.
One question before.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a place, I know Henrietta said something, but for them to sign it, that they received this and, or get a copy or something, so don't come back to me?
I'll generate a signature page.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to
Some
have a
sort of-
signature page at the end of it, but yeah, we're going to vote on it.
Just that they received it.
But yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
you're talking about for licensees, people renting the facilities?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I can do that.
Because that way, and I'll keep a copy and attach it to their contract and say, okay,
You got it.
you signed it,
No, great idea. I'll add it.
You get the shortfall or the
On
lot?
my contracts.
So I just would feel better.
Anybody have
Oh,
any
well,
questions?
excuse me, that back with the red house is locked,
The what, Joe?
panel, like
Yes.
it's locked,
Both the amp room and that, both of them are locked.
because of that, there's no use for us, 180 amps, that's all oil field, somebody gets into it, they get killed. It'll be locked or disconnected.
You mean where the big boxes are and
No,
stuff?
the one there with the red handle,
Oh, the one right on the stage?
it's 480 volts, nobody is 480 volts, except the oil field. Or,
Do you know the electric, so you saying we should box that off, or?
I can bring it up to David.
I'll come and lock it,
Thank you,
or disconnect it somehow.
because
Don't
nobody
disconnect.
should use
Don't
it.
disconnect.
No,
No, you could kill yourself,
There's
really.
no-
Oh, I'm
there's
not
no-
gonna worry.
Why they put it in here?
I'll let Tony handle
From,
it.
the beginning, put it there, but with the band, there ain't no band. Half equipment, to burn everything up.
Okay, Joe, come tomorrow and lock it.
How come
That
they
was,
won't?
that
Don't
was one of the
disconnect.
big issues we had when we first opened up. We had a group, a band in here or something, and they claimed that didn't have enough power and this, that, and the other. And somebody came in and put that in. And it doesn't need to be there.